first mukbang.
Woo!
Yeah. We broke up. That was my biggest heartbreak because
I did get cheated on.
you like lost it on
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, I have daddy issues, so we are trying exotic fruits. I put up a Q&A on my story instead of Martina, and we'll be answering all those questions while we try. So
Let's begin. Let's get started. Let's get straight into it.
I want this.
What is that? Is that an apple?
I think so. I don't know how to tell if any of this fruit is ripe. Cheers. Mmm. Wow.
It's like an apple crossed hair.
Let's start with the first question. How did you guys meet?
Would you like to tell the story?
No.
Me and Cass actually went to the same high school.
So
I was only there for 2 years, year 8 and year 9, and Cassie was in the year above me. So we weren't actually. Oh, one sec.
I'll just keep eating.
Hi, are you here?
We had to order durian because we opened a durian, which we picked from the store, and it's so bad. It's like crunchy. And if you haven't had durian before, it's supposed to be soft and squishy. So yeah, we fucked up. Yay! Oh, it smells good though. Oh, it smells amazing.
Alright, we'll let it defrost.
Before you continue,
Ooh, what is
we're gonna
it?
try star fruit.
Out of the skin?
Yeah, you just eat the whole thing. Ooh.
Oh, so interesting.
It tastes like passion fruit, kinda. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. Anyways, the story continues. So, Cass is in the year above me. I didn't really have that many friends, but I had always noticed her because she was one of the cool girls. She looked like she was so cool. She had like a full like side fringe started from here that like wrapped around her whole head. Yeah, she just really rocked that emo.
That's fucking crazy that that's the image that you have of me.
Anyways, that was the extent of our relationship while I was at the same school as Cass. It was only until I started uni, and I think it was like my second year uni. I became friends with some other people. We got close, and then they were actually friends with Cassie's ex. So then we kind of became one whole friendship group, and then that's how we became friends with Cass. I actually don't know the very first day that we met and interacted though.
The first day that I remember we met was Lana, like one of our friends. What was it, like her 21st?
Yeah, it was her 21st birthday.
Yeah. And then her and Sydney and one of their other friends crashed the party. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, we're gonna try new fruit. This is mangosteen, but we already had this. It's banger.
I love how we haven't even answered the full question, and we even like...
Let's do a new rule. Only eat when we answer another question.
Okay.
Yeah. So good. Me and my ex and Sydney and her ex broke up within at least a month of each other. So then me and Sid got close to them. And then I was always at Sid's house, so Mark was always there. And then you went through a breakup as well. Like a half breakup.
Yeah.
And then I guess we all like bonded over that.
Yeah, and we bonded over a lot of things. We had a lot of similar interests and similar
Values.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then during COVID, that's when we all got really close. We had nothing to do, so we were all just like, why don't we just do social media?
Yeah.
Like just see what it'd be like. And then we just posted the cringiest workouts, but people for some reason loved it.
They loved it so much that we started like a Zoom workout program.
Bro, that was that was so funny.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was the beginning of our social media career, even though nobody asked that question.
I feel like all those events happening is what has led us into our relationship now.
Oh, it's so nice to reminisce.
We should insert some clips of our old workout videos.
No, I'm not doing that. Alright, next question is why did we move to Bali? Well, the main reason is that we are working on a project which is top secret. I mean, it's not really secret. If you watch our stories and watch our content,
Yeah.
you could probably guess.
Long story short, we are trying to do something more than just social media. We want to do something that we're passionate about, and we want to start an activewear brand because if you guys know us, we absolutely love fitness, going to the gym.
It's like how we started growing on social media.
Yeah, we
Like
started with fitness content.
It's like the core of our friendship.
Yeah, also I got jury on stuck my teeth. The reason why we wanted to do activewear is because we wear a lot of activewear, but a lot of the times the activewear doesn't suit us or we don't like it, and we have a lot of different preferences, particularly because our body types are quite different to like the standard body type.
She's talking about Asian versus white people.
Yeah.
basically.
So like we kind of just wanted to be able to design activewear that would suit
People who have our body types.
Yeah.
Shorter torsos.
Shorter torso, that's the main one. For me, smaller ass, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill a
Market.
hole in the market.
Yeah. But anyways, going back to the question, why we decided to go Bali for this.
I actually think that with this, our answers would differ because I wasn't actually planning to move to Bali initially. I was just planning to stay in Canada. But me being halfway across the world and us trying to work on this together was too difficult.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, 2024, I'm going all in on this shit. And Mart agreed. And then I moved back to Sydney. And then Mart was like, well,
I'm moving to Bali.
and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going then. So it was partially that, and also the fact that I needed to change the scenery. It's just so much easier to make content here.
I agree.
It's probably a combination of the environment. It's always sunny. We're at the gym 24/7. We also don't have many friends here. But I say that in like the best way possible because there's so much less distraction.
Yeah.
We got green mango. It's really hard, but I think it's supposed to be eaten that way. Ugh. Oh, it went up my nose. Oh,
So sour.
Ugh.
I personally did have my own reasons as well to move to
Yeah.
Bali. If you followed me on Instagram, you would have saw that I was traveling Bali so much in the last year. Each time I've gone, I've realized that environment made me feel a type of way. I just felt like happiness. Even though I wasn't surrounded by my family and my friends, I still felt really happy. I think it was more just the energy of the people you're surrounded by, the weather as well. Like I love summer and having a really chill lifestyle. It just really resonated with me. I just feel like I become a better person when I'm in that kind of environment. And when you're a better person, you can do more things and it's just like a flow-on effect.
I knew that Mart felt that way before I agreed to move, but I didn't feel that way because I've only been to Bali twice for like a couple of days. I wasn't able to get a full understanding of what you were feeling, but now that I'm here, I think the reason is that most people that live here are all expats, so they're all in the same boat, and when you talk to anyone, no matter who it is, they all have the same story.
They're all just hustling really hard. Yeah. They're just so different from your typical 9 to 5. They're so much more ambitious. They just have such an open mindset. Being able to interact with those kind of people just makes you feel so much better inside.
I think it's that, plus a lot of people back home are all just getting ready to settle down, having kids, either working 9 to 5, climbing the corporate ladder. We don't resonate with any of that because that's not what we're trying to do and that's not what we want to do. But it's also the feeling of when you meet up with a group of people who are all the same like that, you feel like you're behind in life because you're like, fuck, I'm trying to do my own thing. You know, it feels bad sometimes, but coming here you realize that everyone else is on the same path. And it just makes me feel a sense of belonging even though you're not at home. And I think that's what makes it feel like home.
Yeah, I feel like I completely belong here.
Yeah, since coming here, I understand how you feel now.
Yeah, you finally get it, right?
Yeah. Where could you girls see yourselves living together? I would just say
Bali.
Bro. Like, why leave?
Yeah, I would not leave. I'll definitely travel around, but living long term, I would stay here. Bali's a place to be. If you haven't been, you definitely go check it out.
Okay, next. Should I ask like a fun one or should I continue to ask
Let's spice it up with a fun one.
Okay, what's your type?
You go first.
Let's start with physical.
Okay, fine.
My type?
I feel like you have many different types.
My type, typically like a gym bro. I prefer a taller guy, like 6 foot at least. I'm not like that fussy about that. Like I dated someone who's like 5'7", so it's fine.
Bro, that's almost my height.
Yeah, it's my type. But Mart's like taller than me, even when I wear heels. Like even when I wear platform heels, Mart is taller than me. The reason why is gym bros, like that sounds so
superficial.
Yeah, superficial. But the reason for that is because if they go to the gym and they're invested in their health, then that says a lot about their values as a person. And that's why typically I like gym bros better. A lot of girls hate this, but I actually like to be approached at the gym. Because if I'm being approached,
Your boys, we should approach her.
the key thing about dating is that you want to go somewhere where you would normally hang out to meet someone who's like-minded. And I basically am at the gym 24/7. So,
Excuse me?
being approached at the gym is a huge tick for me. Those are the two things, 6 foot, gym bro.
You're a simple gal.
Your turn.
Okay. Physical wise, I'd say they have to be. It used to be minimum 6 foot, but I've increased it to 6'2".
Bruh.
I like tall guys. There's just something about tall
You
guys.
feel protected.
Similar to Cass, I like them to be not a full gym guy, but someone who works out. I don't really like really buff guys, but they need to look built and lean. I love when they're lean. And like they just look athletic. I love athletic guys. And then preferably tanned. And
oh, we're talking about skin color?
Yeah, like skin color doesn't matter that much, but I do like a tanned, exotic looking guy.
Does nationality matter?
It's not a deal breaker, but I do have a preferred nationality, Caucasian. Is that right?
Like white boys, basically.
Yeah, white boys. And then what else? I prefer like hairless guys. I don't know.
Damn, she's going into all the details.
It's like it does make a difference. Like I don't really like hairy guys.
Yeah.
I love it when they have smooth skin. I actually have a thing for like baby face guys. Like
dude, huge.
Yeah, like I don't like facial hair. Like I like jump up into the jawline really. I should just put an example photo right. Fuck off, you better not some definitely not some. But
I'll just put a picture.
Ew!
Brother,
What else?
That's enough.
Oh yeah, fine, that's enough. Like nice eyes.
bruh.
Nice lips, like I don't like eyes. Fuck, hey, you better cut all this out. This is too much.
Dude, obviously I'm gonna cut this.
Anyways, next question.
Are we talking about personality-wise or not?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, my number one thing, this is top of my list when I initially meet a guy. Humor. I want him to be really ambitious and goal-driven, like loyal, trustworthy, you know. Good with my family, because I'm not that close to my family since I moved away, but I still really value having a relationship with my family. Some people literally don't care. So yeah, if you can get along with like my parents, especially my dad. My dad is like,
I actually have never met your dad.
yeah, dude. None of my closest friends have ever met my dad. And in high school, everyone was like,
do you have a dad? Like, you never talk about him.
I don't even know what he looks like.
yeah, I have daddy issues, so that's I want my man to be a man. I want him to be able to provide for me. Like, I can 1,000% provide for myself, but if a guy can provide for me and willingly does it without me having to ask, yeah, a provider.
Boys, take note.
I don't want boys, I want men.
Men, take note.
Okay, you add to that list.
I just want to add another thing to the physical.
Bruh.
I love a guy who has big hands and big feet.
This whole video is just gonna be Martin and describing a guy.
I have big hands.
Do you?
My hands are pretty big for a girl. I have gotten the ick because like a guy has small hands.
No, but have you ever dated someone with small hands?
I had small hands.
Like the size of yours?
Basically, so they're like a bit thicker, so they look stubby. Personality wise, a big thing is like being able to have deeper conversations. Like, I think that's really important. Similar values as me and similar goals. Being able to work towards the same goal as your partner, I feel like really makes a relationship stronger.
To add, also somebody that I feel comfortable around, comfortable enough to even just have silences with.
Yeah.
Even with some of my closest friends, I feel weird when there's silence.
Definitely not an issue with me and you.
Oh yeah. You know how when you can be silent around someone and it's like, like biggest heartbreak.
I have not been in that many relationships. I've literally only had 2 relationships, yeah. But like in the most serious one, I did get cheated on. It was just very hurtful. I feel like because I had never gone through anything like that, I just didn't know that I could feel those emotions. Because I'm a pretty cold-hearted person and I don't get sad that easily.
I wouldn't say you're cold-hearted, I would just say you don't.
I'm not that emotional.
Yeah, she's not.
I was so overwhelmed by the emotions. It was a very long build-up because before it happened, I had a lot of thoughts and suspicions already. I was kind of getting gaslit into thinking I was a crazy person, and then I think that's what hurt me the most.
I just remember how when that happened, you like lost it on your Instagram.
Yes. When that happened, I was still young and immature. I was angry. I was mad, and I feel close to the story, be like,
I was gonna fucking cheat on you, stubble the ass.
I didn't use those words. I basically
it was sad,
called
though.
him out. Did I have a lot of followers then? I don't think I did.
You probably had like under 10k, but
Yeah, I probably had like 7,000 followers back then. And that was probably one regret I had. It was unnecessary. To be honest with you. Yeah. Your turn.
My biggest heartbreak was probably my most recent relationship. Okay, I'm just gonna address all these questions now because I got so many questions of people being like,
what happened to the airport guy?
we broke up at the start of September last year. So September, October, November. 7 months. That was my biggest heartbreak because I tried so hard to make everything work in that relationship.
Yeah.
Like I put my fucking life and my like mental health on the line. Like that relationship made me depressed and gave me anxiety. And I like tried so hard to make it work because I was like so fucking in love. The reason why it was such a big heartbreak for me is because no matter what I did or how much I tried to care for him, it wasn't going to change the fact that we wouldn't work out. We were together for like 6 months. For the entire time I knew that the breakup was coming, even in the very beginning, but I just kept denying it to myself. I was like, oh, it's gonna work. And even when we broke up, I was like, oh, maybe we'll get back together.
It's okay, at least you know you tried your best and it still didn't work out, so.
Yeah, that was crazy though. I'm never gonna lose myself like that in a relationship ever again.
I feel like everyone needs to go through that kind of experience to realize your time is worth more than that amount of effort. Like you can always find a guy who you guys would just match and you wouldn't have to go through all that torture for it to work out.
Yeah, because that was fucking insane. Anyways.
Damn. Okay, a little spicy question. Circumcised or what?
No preference. Doesn't matter for me. Actually, I'm pretty sure 90% of the guys we've been with are uncircumcised.
Yeah, but you know that's funny because I talk to other girls and they're like, I've never seen an uncircumcised penis.
Really? What?
Yeah. But I think I prefer, just for like hygiene reasons, circumcised.
Yeah, I don't even know what it looks like.
It's like a little mushroom. It's cute. Anyways. Next question. This is another very repeated question. Okay, first of all, how long you guys living in Bali? We're planning to live here like
Forever.
But what do you guys do to financially sustain yourself?
That's a good one. For me, I have been able to get to a point where I can actually live off like the money that I make off social media. So that's how it is at the moment. But obviously it's not crazy money, and living in Bali is really, really affordable. So you really don't need to be making that much to be affording to live here. But I still got a long way to go. But like at the moment it's very comfortable. So
I do.
ooh, drop the app.
That good gal Cleo. I've gotten to a point now where I genuinely enjoy doing it. Like I used to be really ashamed about it, but now I feel like it allows me to be really feminine and sexual in a way without actually having to have sex with anyone. Yeah, what nationality are you guys? What do you think? It's pretty obvious.
I am Chinese.
What do people normally guess when they see you?
Chinese, or sometimes I'd be like, oh, are you like mixed or something? But I think most of the time when they try to guess an Asian ethnicity, it'd be Chinese. Yeah, what about you?
I'm Singaporean Chinese, but people always think I'm Filipino.
Really?
Yeah, like that's literally what everyone always guesses. Biggest regret in life. Also, this person said both of you ladies are stunning. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
I think I do know what my biggest regret in life is. I think it's me not showing enough appreciation to my parents back in like high school. I think I did treat my parents like shit basically. But it's like typical teenage shit. They sent me to a really good school, and then I think I was just, you know, going out, drink driving, like staying out late. I also was really stressed. I was also a nerd, so I was studying really hard.
You were so fucking nerdy.
Yeah, I was always stressed, and I think I took that out on my parents. At one point in my life, I had a lot of resentment for my dad because he basically made me buy a house as soon as I started working full time, and I had a mortgage to pay, and it restricted me a lot. I couldn't really travel, I couldn't really spend a lot of my money. I'd be really mean, I guess, to my dad. I look back and I just realized all my parents were doing was just trying to do the best for me and give me the best life and just help me make better choices, and at the time I was just like angry at them for it. I feel really bad, but the best I can do now is to just work hard and give back to them. So that's the mindset I've taken now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Not that compared to my fucking answer though.
What's your one?
Well, after hearing that, I would agree that, well, I feel like I've always really appreciated my mom, but I used to be really close to my dad when I was a kid, and then I guess when I started to grow up, and like when I got my first boyfriend, my dad fucking hated his guts. And I think it was because he realized I was growing up and I was no longer going to be this little girl.
True.
But yeah, my dad and I fought heaps. To this day, my relationship with my dad is not that great. I mean, you don't even know god, you
Yeah.
never even met my dad.
No
so like,
idea he existed.
I do regret that.
Yeah, I regret not having a closer relationship with my parents.
But you can still.
I still
do
can.
that. Okay, well, what I was gonna say before I heard your deep answer is that I regret not going on exchange.
No, that's a good regret because I went on exchange and that was one of the best experiences I had. But I do regret not going on exchange in America.
Yeah, I would have loved to live that American college experience. My dream was to do exchange in Hawaii, and Hawaii is like my dream place to live. I mean,
People
we're
been there?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're basically in like Hawaii.
It's cheaper
or
version.
Asia. Yeah. But I didn't go because I was with my first boyfriend, and I thought that I was gonna marry him. Like I really dead ass
as well.
Everyone thought we were gonna get married. I was with him till I was like 22, probably. When I was dead ass like, yeah, I'm gonna get married by like 23 and have kids or whatever. Yeah, that relationship was crazy. But I didn't go because it was like my first relationship, and I didn't think I could do long distance. And now that I have done long distance, I can't do long distance. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But it was that plus, I guess I was just like worried what he'd do if I wasn't here. I was so insecure. Till I started social media, I was so insecure. And not to say I don't have insecurities now, but I'm pretty confident in who I am. But I literally used to, like, even if he had friends who he talked to who were chicks, I wouldn't say to his face, but I would deep down be like, oh, I hate this. You know what I mean? Like, I was a crazy bitch, so.
We
Yes.
all are. We're all a little crazy inside.
Yeah, but I think I'm like extra crazy. Well, you already know. But
Yeah.
that's probably one of my regrets. But
I regret
because,
that as well.
but because I didn't go on exchange, I feel like I've done a lot more traveling now. And I would much prefer to travel now when I have money to travel.
You also
versus-
make better decisions now because I feel like if you went then, you probably would have made some dumbass decisions.
Let's be real, we make dumb decisions now anyway.
Yeah, true. True.
Pros and cons of everywhere you've lived. Bali. Pros.
Everyone is attractive.
Dude, honestly, everyone in Bali is hotter, but there's still no one hot. On a day to day, when you go to the gym, when you go to the beach, when you're walking around anywhere, there'll be people where you're like, ooh, but then when you look, they're not that hot.
It's because they're quite fit, they're tan, but then when you look at them in detail, you're like,
I wonder if people think that about us.
Yeah,
I'm like,
maybe.
like, damn, and then like, oh, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah, other than that,
It's cheap.
it's
So
so
cheaper,
cheap.
yeah.
The locals are so nice.
Oh, dude,
like
so
they
kind.
literally go above and beyond with their jobs. The food is so good.
Yeah, we haven't had one bad meal, but I would also like to add that we choose pretty good places to eat at.
Yeah, as in we try to still make health conscious decisions during the week, but there are really nice restaurants.
Yeah, so-
They're definitely more on the expensive side, but still cheaper than Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Love the heat. I personally don't like winter.
Bruh, but you complain every single day about how hot and sweaty you are.
I know, but I would still prefer it over the cold.
Mm.
There's a huge health and fitness
Oh,
culture.
yes,
That's why
definitely.
everyone's fit because so many amazing gyms. Not only that, the gyms are not just a gym. It's like a proper facility. Gyms here are so much better.
Cons is that
There can be a lot of traffic. The air is not that clean.
also as tourists you will get scammed.
But even the scam price is still cheaper than Sydney.
Yeah. So on the topic of places we lived, I've lived in Vancouver obviously, and a lot of people asking if I'm gonna move back to Vancouver. And the answer is probably not. I'm going back this year for at least 1 month. But yeah, Vancouver is very expensive, more expensive than Sydney. So is it worth it? I don't know. Like, how tall are you?
I'm 165 centimeters.
What is that in foot?
5'5".
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were like 5'7" or something. I am 5 foot.
How many centimeters is that?
153. Do you miss family when you travel away for such a long time?
Not really, because firstly, my parents have always been traveling, so like even when I'm in Sydney, they're never home. I'm kind of used to it. And then with my sister, I talk to her every hour of the day. We send video messages, literally like 50 video messages a day. So it doesn't even feel like I'm away from her. So short answer is no, I do not miss them.
Did you miss me when I lived in Vancouver?
No, because you were messaging me every second of the day as well and sending 50 video messages a day. It didn't even feel like she was gone.
When I first moved away to Vancouver, yeah, it was really, really hard for me because I used to be with my family like all the time. Like, even when I moved out for the first time with my ex, I would go home 3 times a week just because I would want to see my family so much.
Wow.
But distance makes the heart grow fonder. I think, when you start to spend a lot of time with people, you can sometimes have conflict.
Do you have conflict with me?
No. Like I said before, I've never had a good relationship with my dad, but I feel like because we're far apart now. When we do see each other, it's like intentional time. He knows that he's only going to be seeing me a week or two, so it's really good, and we don't fight anymore. Same with my mom. And then my brother, I wish me and my brother talked more because we are pretty close. But yeah, we literally never speak when I'm gone, but when I'm back in Sydney, we talk for hours. So I actually think traveling away for long periods of time has made things better with my family.
Oh, I agree.
Are you sick of my shit yet?
No. I think the good thing about me and Cass is that we know how to have our own time apart. Even when we're together, it's not like we have to be interacting with each other. We can literally sit on the couch for 2 hours and just be on our phones. We work on our own schedules as well. I'll wake up at like 6:30 a.m. Cass will wake up at 9:30 a.m. and we'll still do our own thing, and then yeah, we just have that freedom in our relationship.
Yeah, I think we just respect each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
And I hope there won't be any conflict, but I think that if there ends up being conflict,
I think we're mature enough
Yeah.
to address it and talk about it.
yeah,
But
exactly.
at the moment, not yet.
People are asking, are you single? How are you single? And are we a couple? So, are you single?
Yes, I'm single. Single by choice.
I am married to the game. I don't think I could actually have a relationship right now just with where I am in life. I'm not ready for it, nor do I want it, nor do I want to give up my time to someone else.
I agree. I'm on the same boat. Like, if I was to get into a relationship, it would be the guy that I marry. So, like, I will have to know for sure that I am going to commit to this guy for the rest of my life. Obviously, I have not come across any of those people.
Why is that obvious?
Mainly because, like, yeah, you never know. I'm never closed off to meeting people. I will still go on dates and stuff. I'm always open, but deep down, I know I'm also not ready for anything because I have so many things I just want to work on for myself at the moment. So, yeah.
That's actually something I really respect about you. You're always down to go on dates and like meet people.
The main reason why I go on those dates is because I like to get to know people. I just want to know more about different kinds of people. Without knowing that, you won't really have certain standards of people. You'll always be set on one type of person and you can never make a proper comparison.
I don't remember the last time I went on a date.
Oh, really?
My ex, probably.
Damn.
I'm like super closed up to like meeting new people.
She'll download a dating app and then like delete it after one day and then do that repeatedly throughout the week.
Actually, funny story. The last time I downloaded a dating app, which was like when I first moved here, I matched with this guy and I deleted the dating app and when we saw the guy.
Oh yeah, we saw him
Yeah.
and he was like legit my height.
And like I was trying to figure out the whole time because he didn't have his height on his dating profile.
Well, there's always a reason why guys don't include their height.
But then
short.
but all his pics were like he was a model, so I was like, oh, he's obviously like tall if he's a model. But yes, no.
He was a midget.
I now realize that they have like
Midget
inclusivity.
models.
Right. Yeah. Tattoo tour. You only have one tattoo, don't you?
No.
Should we talk about the tattoo?
No.
Why?
Because it's ratchet.
I have a good fucking meaning behind the tattoo.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So do I, but then there's also a ratchet aspect to it.
Just so you guys know, we have matching tattoos. It's a diamond on our left wrist.
What do you tell people? Because I tell them. What do you tell them?
Oh yeah, you can.
I tell them that it's a diamond, but it represents an.
Oh my god! No, you don't.
Because we wanted to represent our friendship, and we wanted to think of like when have we had the best times together, and it was when we were on.
I disagree with that.
Well, what have you been telling everyone?
Dude, because diamonds are a precious stone and they don't crack under pressure. They're like everlasting.
From now on.
And also, I have this diamond bracelet that my auntie gave me and I wear the diamond on my left wrist because
Wow, that's
how
deep.
strong the friendship is, you know?
Wow.
It's physically represented and
Okay, I'm
figuratively.
using that story from now on.
Dude, I never
But
said
that was the story that we went with. That was the real reason though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't associate with that reason. We've had better times than the times that we were on it. I'm curious to know why you moved to Canada and why you left. I already told the story about why I left. It was because of me and Martina wanting to work on our activewear brand, move home, save money. I moved to Vancouver in the first place because I partially just wanted to experience life on the other side of the world. But also, I was dating a guy from Vancouver and we said that we were going to move to Vancouver together. And then when it came down to crunch time, I just got cold feet and we broke up. I still to this day feel so bad about doing that, like the timing of that. But you can't control the timing of anything in life really, so specifically when people come and go. So it is what it is, but I'm glad that that relationship ended because it wouldn't have led to the growth of me and us today.
What did you do before becoming an influencer, and what are your long-term goals?
So I was a physiotherapist and a Pilates instructor, and my long-term goals are to launch our activewear brand. I just want that to succeed, and I see us working on that for the foreseeable future. But obviously I want to continue growing my personal brand just as like a content creator.
Yeah.
It would be cool to like have a Tesla, I guess. Over to you.
Okay, well before social media, I graduated uni and I went straight into working like corporate. I did 3 years at EY as a consultant in risk management, and that was so freaking boring. It was actually during that time that I started social media, like on the side, and I diverted my interest. I was like, oh, social media is more interesting than finance. So then I moved into marketing. I did digital marketing for like a year and a bit. During that entire time, I was building up my social media to a point where I could actually commit to it full time. So that's kind of like the journey that I took. But yeah, it was a very long process. It wasn't like an overnight thing like a lot of influencers. It was.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think it's better that it's hard work than you just blow up overnight.
Yeah. Long-term goals, like, yeah, it would be Kairos. I think just being able to run a business, you can scale it so much more than just a social media page. We want to do more YouTube as well, and just like sharing more about our lives and our experiences and having that kind of influence. 5 male physical features you like the most? Well, I've named more than 5 already.
This is so superficial, but my man needs to have a six-pack. Even though it's not like you know, but it has to be
there.
You have to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Nice pecs, like a nice chest, you know? Basically, what I look for in a guy is like he has to be built. Like Mart likes the athletic guys, but I like the bodybuilder. Not a roided up one, just a very chiseled.
Sculpted.
Man. Yeah. Booty. My man needs to have a nice ass.
They need to compensate for my flat ass.
Yeah, his ass needs to be bigger than mine, and his legs need to be bigger than mine. That's a huge thing for me.
True.
Face-wise, a nice smile, nice eyes,
yeah.
a good jawline. Oh, a huge one is the guy needs to get a fucking haircut every fortnight.
Oh yeah.
Guys who let their hair grow out for a month or more, please have some fucking self-respect. Because we have to put on makeup every time we go out. For most women, makeup is a daily thing. A haircut and like a beard trim, if you have a beard, is nothing compared to what we have to do for our appearance. So it's the least a guy can do. The guy who gets a haircut every week or every 2 weeks, like I respect that so much. How long have you two been friends?
I think we were probably friends from maybe a year after I turned 21.
We've been friends for 7 years.
Yeah.
But not like close.
Yeah.
We only got close once COVID hit.
Is there anything else about your personality besides being a gym girl? I think this guy is the one that always hates on my posts, but I can't be sure.
I feel like I am a very funny person. I identify as a comedian.
I saw this question and I laughed because honestly, I don't really think that there's much more to me than being a gym girl.
You're a dancer. She's twerk queen.
There isn't much more to me than the fact that I go to the gym. Like, I literally spend the whole day at the gym. If a guy would ask me out on a date, I'd be like, yeah, should we go to the gym? That is crazy. I'm now realizing that I'm that much of a gym girl.
Well, for me, I like to be someone who loves the outdoors. So, like, I like to play sports, go on
no,
runs,
yeah.
go on
Yeah,
walks, go
mine's
on
definitely-
hikes.
Damn, what do I have? I have nothing going for me in that department. So do you like to be approached at the gym?
I do not. Do not approach me at the gym. I purposely never make eye contact with anyone because I know as soon as I do, they will come up to me. And I'm the type who goes to the gym to work out and get my workout done. Different story in Bali though, because everyone's fucking hot there. So if you want to approach me, approach me.
Oh god.
Because in Bali, I'm at the gym all day. In Sydney, I go to the gym.
Okay.
I
I
commit
agree
1
with
hour.
this.
Like I don't have time to talk to people because I only have 1 hour here. But in Bali, I'm there all day. Like approach me if you want to.
Personally, I would say that I like to be approached at the gym, but again, that is pretty specific to Bali. If you approach me at any time for fitness.
Oh god.
In saying that though, the people who have approached me at the gym here, I also don't want to talk to anyone. But I just think that it would be a nice place to meet a potential partner.
Have you ever tried to pick up the same guy from a club? Me and Cass actually have very different types. We find same people attractive, but we would go for different type of people.
Yeah. I've never picked up at the club. I never pick up, period. Well, I don't go on dates. I literally have never been on a date other than like the guy that I end up dating.
I feel like going on dates is good though, because it helps you build people skills, I guess.
I know, that's something that I don't have. I'm good at matching the energy, but I'd rather just stay silent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Going on dates definitely helped my confidence. I used to be so nervous meeting new people, but now I'm like, I don't even care. It's like if they don't like me for who I am, then that's their problem.
Thank you for watching, guys. That is all we have to say.
Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to make even more fun, similar videos.
Bye! Damn, the energy levels at the beginning compared to now.